I often get asked, Nick, what's your favourite game? I love Bloodborne, and I've got the 100% for it countless times at this point, so I thought, why not do it again? Surely I shouldn't get into that much trouble. I was wrong. No, I'm dead. So follow me through another hunt as we take on Bloodborne's Platinum and DLC and fight off these cursed beasts. Alright, we gotta do it. The king, it's the return. That's the face of a true champion. I may or may not have forgotten about the 30 FPS. Look at that. Ugh. Ugh. Where's this Bloodborne remastered at, man? With the king woken, I set off into the first area of the game. There are 2 bosses in Central Yharnam that we will be fighting, but before we do any of that, we want to grab this music box and also send the wonderful NPC Eileen on a small trip down south. Bold Hunter's Mark. Do you guys know? No. There. Bold, that's the tattoo. That's the tattoo. Back hit off on that. And fucking run. And fucking run. We're run. I'm gonna get to about here. Oh, she was so close to hitting us. I panicked, man. There she is. Fucking loser. What are you doing down there? I'm gonna chuck an oil one on it. I'm gonna chuck a Molotov at her. Wow, that was more damage than what I was anticipating that to be. That's pretty good. Okay. So we want to go down here. I want to grab that Crow Hunter's badge is what's missable. If you don't kill Eileen or complete her questline, you will miss out on the Crow's Hunter's badge. With Eileen now living her best life in the land down under, we narrowly avoid Peter coming after us to attain a badge before setting up for what could be our first challenge of the game. I mean... To my surprise, I managed Cleric B's first try, so it seems the old blood still runs through me. But the real test will be Gascoigne, who is the next boss. This is the boss that a majority of people will quit the game because of, and one of the best tutorial bosses in a Souls game. Oh, there he is. Can you just imagine seeing all of this in like 4K, 60 FPS? Oh, he's all over the shop. Mr. Gascoigne. Ow. Hey! Guys, I'm being bullied. Now you can cheese the fight. There's a really easy cheese spot that you can do with the axe. But you need the axe to be able to do it. And you basically keep him trapped behind things like this, and you can you put your axe into a wider stance. You do it that way.
What's that smell?
Okay, so at this point, you can use this. And here, you'll see that he does that. Because he remembers. Because that little girl is his dad. Okay. By using Gascoigne's dad's music box, which I definitely said the wrong way round, we grab the red brooch at the top and get another trophy, then make our way into the cathedral ward. Once here, it's good to talk to the guy that's on the floor, and then also to teleport back to Sick Room 1, so then that way you can speak to the clinic. This will help avoid a really difficult enemy fight later on. I then work my way down towards an optional area, where we're going to be killing a fellow hunter coming from.
I should think you still have dreams.
where we kill a fellow hunter first time to get his badge and then progress down to the Bloodstarved Beast. Not only does this boss give us a trophy, but they also give us our first Chalice dungeon. As a thank you for that, I made sure we gave him a nice warm welcome. Yeah. I'm gonna go for flame paper. Go over to here, lob this into the corner. Get the oil one, lob that onto him, and then we go ham. There we go. And that is how to easily kill the Bloodstarved Beast. One of the missable trophies as well, actually, Bloodstarved Beast. Some leveling up later, we make our way to the Hidden Healing Church for another trophy, before finding yet another boss that takes a real liking to my fire paper. So with Vicar Amelia, you want to stay by her leg. I don't think we're going to get around in time, unfortunately. I'm really trying to roll out of that. Just prior to the fight, I'd done some community service to get the village bias call to come to the cathedral. She's an important person to send back here, as they will give us one of the 3 umbilical cores that we will need for the ending trophies. With them attended to, we then progress onwards to another optional boss. This is where they're getting spawned from. So there's going to be 2. There's going to be 2 witches around here. One of them is visible when you get a certain closeness to them. The other one is just permanently sort of invisible. And when you kill one, the other one will revive her sister. So you want to try and actually get a hold of both of them. You want to try and damage both of them, so... You can tell when it's the right one when you don't see the health bar go down when you hit them. There you go. There you go. And now they're gonna disappear. Hopefully we don't get any more spawn on us as well. That'd be great. It has been very smooth sailing so far, and I haven't had much trouble at all. Every boss was a one-man affair until these guys decided they wanted a 3-way fight. Now, I'm a man of experimentation, but I did not consent to this disco. That's what we're gonna be focusing on. Hits. The timing of those two just landing straight on top of me. But eventually they have this thing where like a giant fucking worm comes out, and I'm still really unsure about how you consistently dodge it. So that's how comes, for the most part, I sort of get screwed over by these guys. Because a big worm McGee's gonna come out of them and start fucking my ass, so. Alright, so now they're empowered. This is when the worm can start coming, I believe. I knew it, man. I knew as soon as I went in for the other hit that I was gonna get burned. Oh. Ah, so fucking annoying. But it was only the one death, right? Don't like the fact that that one keeps on being so close. Okay. It seems like my damage is fucking terrible, isn't it? I'm dead. God damn. No, I'm dead. What if I told you that while smacking my desk like an infant demanding food, I stopped the recording? And what if I then told you that I actually ended up beating them the next time around, and it was a close fight, so close that the final shadow was on a tick of health and so was I? Well, unfortunately you're just going to have to take my word for it. From where I hit my desk during the Shadows of Yharnam thing, it stopped recording on the attempt that I actually beat them, which is annoying as well because the Shadows of Yharnam, literally one of them had like this much health left, and they were doing that worm move or that snake move, and I killed them just in time. Fuck's sake. My rage did screw me, yeah. Next up is a classic boss. Those with arachnophobia, you should turn away now. Rom the Vascuous Spider summons an army of spiders around him that we must have to fight our way through to get to the seemingly docile boss. Thankfully, with all the trouble I had prior, Rom was a pretty easy fight and we got him first try. Since Rom is hacking, I decided it would be best for me to bring in a little help in this fight. Since summoning is for nerds, I decided to tackle Rom in a 1v100, and with adrenaline pumping through my veins, I rushed in, ignored his family, and made sure we put him back in his place. Do you know what, Abel? Do you know what? You're right. You're right, Abel. Just forget the spiders. Just forget the spiders and focus on Rom. Who would have thought? Once Rom is defeated, you can head back to the clinic to collect another third of the umbilical cords. Then you can make your way through the Village of the Unseen, collecting the essential weapons needed for a trophy before going up against another cosmic foe. The one Reborn has a little bit more to it, however. You first need to go around killing all the bell ringers to stop them from healing the boss in the middle. Then it's best to normally take a beast pellet, some shock paper, and just go ham on the core of this guy. I do actually advise having a summon for this fight like what I do, just so it can take some of the aggro away whilst you do the initial startup, and then you can get the boss killed within a minute easily. And there we go. Perfect. The one Reborn. After sending the beast back from whence it came, we then enter the dream. This is a build up towards personally one of my least favourite bosses just because one of the attacks, Mikolash. He isn't that bad to start with, you just dodge the tentacles and slash. It is the second phase where he has this attack, much like the one that killed me before when I was with Rom, that is just so hard to dodge. And since I knew this, and I'm a scrub lord, I found a more convenient way to take out this mighty foe. So the idea is we want to hit him with enough poison and the poison will eventually work. There you go, look, you can see he's poisoned now. So we're just gonna wait. There we go. Oh, thank God for that. Oh, I don't feel bad at all. In fact, I feel rejuvenated. I feel rejuvenated. No regrets. We could at this point go and kill Margot, which then leads us to the final boss of the game. But now is the best time to take a little detour. First up, we want to yank this crank to allow this brain to fall down to the deep depths. Then we want to grab this rock to get the final upgrade needed for our saw cleaver, and then use our souls collected to level up. You're kidding me, aren't you? One fucking blood echo. I'm being robbed. Then we want to head back into the lecture hall, leave from the downstairs exit this time, and go to fight the amygdala, which I used to pronounce amygdala, which this thing is definitely not a Star Wars character. This boss fight again not only gives us a trophy, but also gives you another chalice needed for later to attain all the weapons. Now we can head to the upper church where we can find ourselves two bosses. One is very reminiscent of another fight that we'll have when we enter the DLC, whilst the other is just... honestly, I don't know how else to describe this. Have you seen the movie Teeth? Probably that. Killing them both and looting along the way gives us more progress towards other trophies, and at this point it was time for us to murder the wet nurse. Which, did you know, a wet nurse is a woman who breastfeeds and cares for another child? The more you know. After killing Margot, I remembered another side boss that I forgot to kill, so I quickly backtracked and killed them as well, and then it was time for us to do the Chalice dungeons. Now, normally there are multiple chalices that you must go through and find each of the materials throughout the game to enter them. There's quite a lot of grinding. One in particular, which is the Defile Chalice dungeon, halves your health and essentially just makes you get one shot by everything and all the bosses inside. It is a real challenge. Since my last platinum, however, I have found that there is a much easier way to do this. All you have to do is defeat the first 2 chalice bosses on the first one that you get from the Bloodstarved Beast, then enter in this code on screen to go right into the final chalice. You then defeat the 3 bosses here, which are a huge challenge because the jump in difficulty is massive, and you'll end up getting your trophy because that final boss will be the queen. Fuck, I thought that, oh, it was her. Yeah! Good job, Will boy. I long to be like you, but instead, Sable, I wear this mask to hide my face. Honestly though, if you want to experience the game fully, I would say do the chalices legit. There are a lot of bosses that you will miss out that are only in chalice dungeons, and you won't fight them any other way. Now, we could move on to the final 2 bosses, but I said I wanted the 100%. Detour, baby! The Old Hunters DLC is fantastic, and to get the full scale of it, you should really play it for yourself. For the trophies, however, it's very straightforward. We need to just kill 4 bosses and collect all the weapons. Pretty simple. First off, we need to fight Ludwig, the half-human, half-horse. Upon finding out that we're not a horse girl and refuse to ride him, he whips out his mystical moonlight greatsword and tries to kill us. We take him to Pound Town with our own sword cleaver, dress up for him, and then take the sword for ourselves. Catfishing. Slight detour takes us to collect some weapons from a cave of a man that was kindly holding the Gatling gun for us, then to trap an innocent man in a corner to receive a badge, before we make our way back up into a lift to what I can only guess is some sort of testing insane chambers. Follow the wibbly wobbly stairs, collect a shield which is great against magic, and then open up the doors to the most beautiful of beasts, promptly named the Living Failures. Take your time with these guys, they hit like a ton of bricks. Just slash, slash, roll. Use the tree to hide from their raining hellfire and just take your goddamn time. We then move on to the best boss in the game, Lady Moria.
A corpse should be left well alone.
Look at Nora, she uses her own blood like Mary from Gen V. Then put her down like the good little Tate you are and move on outside. There we go. So cool. In the village, before we move on to the boss that took me literally 12 hours, first time I ever went against them, there are 2 large fish in a well that we need to kill because one of them has a weapon that we need to get. Both of these hit hard with their anchors, so a good way to counter this is once the second one comes down, hit it with a shaman knife. This will cause it to attack the other one, dealing massive damage to one another, and then you just come in to clean them up after. Simples. With them taken care of, continue progressing on the same route down to the beach, where you will have to fight the boss, which is probably one of the hardest bosses in the game. Unless you summon someone, then it's pretty piss. But sadly, we didn't summon anyone. Please, can you just... Oh! I am clicking circle. Patience is key with this boss. Learn the moves, dodge around them, get a couple swings in and then just back off. When they reach the second stage, that's when they're even more aggressive, so it's even more apparent that you dodge these attacks. You can get killed in one single combo regardless of how much health that you have. I still had a ton of trouble with this guy, so don't worry if you're struggling with him. Just slow and steady wins the race and you'll get there eventually. Yes! Oh, thank God for that. Get fucked. Oh, God. Still such a hard fight. Still a hard fight. Fuck me. But we're not quite done yet. We head back to the first lantern and make our way to Vicar Lawrence, who is just another cleric beast, but this time with lava. Then we go back to the prisons after where we fought Ludwig to fight off this man who has the church pick, which will allow us to get the Hunter's Essence trophy. That concludes the DLC, so I head back to the main game and upload my save to start getting the 3 endings. The first one, you just submit. Kill yourself basically, easy trophy. Second one, we have to kill Gurren, but do not consume any of the umbilical cords. Just as a reminder, there are 4 that you can get in the game. The 3 that we got, however, was from Ariana the Village Bicycle, 1 from the Clinic Woman, and then the other one was from Margot Wet Nurse. Once you kill him, the Moon Present will offer you that good suck, and that's the second ending. The final ending requires you to consume these 3 umbilical cords before you fight Gurren. This will prompt a fight with the Moon Presents. Kill Gurren, but don't kill the Moon Presents just let them kill you. Because killing Gurren drops the final badge needed for the Burial Blades, a really cool looking scythe. Buy that, then head into the Ailing Loran Chalice dungeon and grab the final weapon from there to get another trophy. Beast Claw, there you go. That now means everything's cleaned up. The only thing we have left to do is to finish off killing the Moon Present and getting the ending. So enter back through the fog, fight that man and rejoice. Now this bad boy has an attack that puts you down to 1 HP. There's like a scream. You can see that when he does the scream, you can actually hit him beforehand to get your health back. But I'm overpowered now. After killing the queen, after killing everyone else, you really think you're going to be anything against me, Moon Presence? I'm OP now. I'm built different. Sit down. Sit the fuck down, bitch. Know your place. Where's the point down? Where's the point down emote? No. No, I couldn't find the point down emote. Nurture. Nurture my worm. I'm so cold. Warm me up. We're done. There we go. Give me that trophy. Childhood's beginning and then Bloodborne Platinum. As I've mentioned many times in this video, this game is by far my favourite game ever. It is just, it is goated with the orchestral music, with the environment, with the weapons, with the unique bosses. The game is wonderful and I'm so happy to have platinumed it again. Please let me know in the comments if you've gone for this platinum, or if you're having any troubles with the platinum, make sure to look in my description. I'm sure we can accommodate to help you. But until next time, thank you for subscribing and help! Wait, help! Someone needs help. I've got to go. Please subscribe.